Director of Associated Projects and also a key manager within the Total Tools regime. So have been working with them since 2013 when we were called to tender on the actual projects for Total Tools. We do a lot of other building projects, not just the fit outside. We're commercially licensed to build from the ground up, which is turn the dirt to completely fit out a store or any commercial building within Australia. We renovate existing stores and, exactly as you're saying, and also supply new fixtures to the stores. One may be working on a current plan that's already there as far as the store's already fitted out, and it's got to now be converted with new fixtures and fittings. Or it may be a situation whereby the store is brand new, where we go and measure the store with Total Tools and management. We look at the store and determine whether it's right for a Total Tools environment. All these things are taken into account before we can actually even look at putting our Total Tools stores into place. Compliance and legislation in the building and fixture area become more and more important every year, and they change every year within every state. We have to be aware of different things within those states to make sure that the Total Tools store is fully compliant to protect the franchisee and also the franchisor. Total Tools approached us with some new designs with what they wanted within the stores, which was a complete takeout from the way the stores were looking, and it was certainly to bring the stores up to a more industrial, a more sales orientated type fixture. And the model itself is still an evolution type situation. It's being worked on every day by Total Tools management in hand with us, and it evolves all the time. But the basic evolution of Total Tools within what it used to have in the Gen 1 fixtures and fittings to what it has now is completely chalk and cheese, and I believe that the sales results that are coming from the new Gen 2 stores are a mark above what the Gen 1 fixtures and fittings used to be able to provide with stock and also presentation within the stores. Specifically with the heights of the roof of the stores, the fire considerations, egress and ingress into the stores, the floors, basically the whole capsule of the store needs to be reviewed before we can actually look at putting fixtures and fittings into it, because we need to make sure that those areas are compliant before we can actually even look at a site within the profile of what Total Tools want. Parking is another major area. I think that Total Tools is unique the way it presents its stock within the actual store itself, and its stacking of stock within the stores. I've been into a number of stores. When you look at them and you look at Total Tools, Total Tools look like they're in the business of tools, and that's because of the amount of stock that they have, the way they present the stock within the stores. It's a professional, well-run outfit as far as that is concerned, and the way it's presented within the store. There's a varying degree of franchisee input into the actual store. It goes from very little from new franchisees to a position whereby the franchisees themselves may be coming and speaking to us as far as the relevance of a particular fixture and so forth. So it's dependent on the ability of the franchisee to actually to want feedback within what they're actually getting within a fixture or an accessory. Once we're notified by Total Tools management that the store may progress, a number of things have to happen. First of all, the store's visited to make sure that the compliance issues and also legislation issues are covered. From that, once the store is checked out to make sure that all of the key performance indicators like height, fire, all those legislation items that we want to make sure are covered, a situation we go on to looking at plans and seeing how the store is actually going to look on a plan base. Once the plans are done, it then goes to, and they're approved as far as a Total Tools management approval type situation, it then goes to a DA process. So DA is town planning. So the individual states and or regions within each state are actually looked at for compliance. We're through a town planning type situation. There, they drive then building certifications and so forth that have to be looked at. Engineering has to be looked at from that, whether it be fire, whether it be traffic, whether it be engineering within councils and so forth. They all need to be ticked off as far as part of the process. Once all those things are progressed and we look like we're going ahead, it then, because any of those things can actually fall over, once we know that's pretty much done and the lease is finalised, we're able to then look at the actual layouts and planograms within the stores, and we look at that with operations. Operations will advise us what actually has to go within the store and where it actually goes within the store. We're able to actually recommend then fixtures and accessories to go into those areas. Once that happens, it progresses on to a situation where we quote the actual store itself to be able to go ahead with fixtures and fittings. Once that is approved by Total Tools management and also by franchisees, we're then able to move on to looking at when we can deliver the stock into the stores, and then we determine when that will be.